Just waiting on you, man. Whenever you're
All right,
ready.
I'm ready.
You good? You sure?
I'm ready.
Positive. Do you need to do a couple more faces to warm up? This is for the people.
Now I'm ready.
All right. Deflate.
Welcome on in, everyone. We are back, the cousins. This is Beard Talk with Kyle and Joe. I'm Kyle.
What's going on, guys? This is Joe, and in this video, we have another great review for you guys on a brand new company just started in 2020, and that company is Furry Hippie Beard Company. Bam. All right. So before we get going, hang tight for about 20 seconds, check out our intro, and we'll see you soon.
Welcome back from the intro, guys. So, like Joe said, we're going to be talking about Furry Hippie Beard Co. A little bit about the company. The owner's name is Jason. We've had the opportunity to get to know him a little bit over the past month or so. Really great guy. Really excited about his company. Off to a great start. So, like Joe said, this company started back in 2020. I'm just kidding. That's this year. So it's a brand new company. And Jason is out of Alabama. And there's actually a really cool, heartfelt story about Jason and kind of like his passion. I'm going to have Joe go ahead and share that with us.
Yeah, so if you check out Jason's website for his company, Jason has an incredible story and company info that he has right up front on his page, and he had talks about how his kid brother, whose name was Chase, used to actually call him Hippie because of his long hair that he had. Unfortunately, in 2012, Chase had passed away to DIPG, which is a rare form of childhood brain cancer. So with any purchase that you have, a certain percentage of that actually goes to the Isaiah 4110 Foundation. So Jason is doing this out of a very, very good cause, which is something that really stands out and really says a lot about the character that Jason has in him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What a great way to honor his brother, just like Joe said. And that's really special. I mean, that's just awesome to hear. That story is also on his website if you want to go ahead and check it out. So on to the main reason why we are here today. We have 5 different oils and 5 different scents. As of right now, again, brand new company. These are the only 5 products that Jason currently has. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. And I'm going to go ahead and kick us off here with save that one, with the Hippie Mojo. Now, before we get into the scents and stuff, let me go ahead and read the oils here. All the ingredients are the same for all different oils. We have jojoba, argan, sweet almond oil, pumpkin seed oil, and fragrance for scent, of course. And we'll go ahead and get into Feel and Beard after we talk about the scents. So he has 4 different scents, and then one is a natural unscented, which we'll get into. And I'll say right off the bat, really unique scents for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So this first one here is Hippie Mojo. The oil ingredients and then the scent profiles is on every bottle, which you've heard Joe and I say before. We really appreciate that.
Oh, yeah!
So this one says, step into the world of tie-dye and microbuses, buses, with the scent of incense and patchouli, bringing you back in time. Now, this one, in my opinion, lasted the longest. None of these scents lasted an all-day type of thing. Some of them lasted a little longer than others.
Mm-hmm.
This one lasted for me about 4 hours, I would say, which is a decent amount of time. Now, it's interesting. This one is definitely a unique patchouli scent. Are you with me on that, Joe? Like, I don't get typical patchouli. I'm getting almost like a splash of cologne. Like, it's definitely a pleasant scent.
Yeah, very fresh.
Very fresh.
Very outdoorsy like, but I do like how you kind of put it in that cologne category.
Hmm.
It's definitely not a manly cologne. It's in that fresh outdoor type cologne
Right.
category. I know
Yeah.
category can be broken down into several subgenres, and I would say that that fresh cologne is where
Yeah.
it's at.
Yeah. This one, what sticks out to me about Hippie Mojo is when I hear patchouli, to me, it's going to be real strong. That's just my
Mhm.
experience with it. And like you said, this one's real fresh and maybe even on the subtle side, which is pretty cool.
Right.
So, Joe, go ahead and get us started with the next one.
All right, the next one that we will be talking about is the Groovy Grove. And as you can see, and this will be the theme that you will notice, is that the bottles and the labels are very, very consistent with what they look like. But how he was able to differentiate them is the color of the wording, and of course, the name of the scent right up front on that label. One thing that I really do like, and I've always been a fan of, is that black, like matted type bottle. You have the
Yeah, really cool.
standardized dropper that actually works really well. And this is what you're getting with the oil. It is a very nice golden tint to it, not really cloudy at all, and felt very, very good in our beers, which we will definitely talk about here in a little while. So the Groovy Grove is a orange and vanilla scent. So with this, you are getting that orange creamsicle or orange dreamsicle type scent to it. At least that's what I got out of it. It was a very, very pleasurable scent, but a scent that I wish lasted just a little bit longer. I got maybe an hour and a half out of it before it really started to fade away. Um, so I was really hoping that it would stick around just a little bit more than what it did. But for that initial hour and a half, it was very, very enjoyable. It was very pleasant. I love those orange creamsicle scents because those just take you back as being a kid and enjoying the finer things in life when times were easier. And that's what I got out of it. So that was a very, very enjoyable scent for me. How did you feel about it?
Yeah, I'm aligned with you. It lasted for me about 2 hours or so, maybe a little longer
Okay.
in my beard than you experienced. It's interesting that you said orange creamsicle though. So I wasn't really getting orange creamsicle. For me, like it wasn't orange and cream. I was just getting straight orange and vanilla. And I know you
Okay.
might say, well, those are kind of the same thing, but it wasn't like that ice cream type of scent for me. I was
Okay.
just getting straight orange and vanilla, more like a candle as opposed to like a candy type of scent.
Mhm.
But I'm right there with you. Super fresh. I really enjoyed this one. This one was probably my favorite out of bottle, I would say.
Okay. Nice.
So, all right, let's go ahead and get right into the next one here, which is Wicked Grind. All right, and Wicked Grind is the peppermint and mocha. I was excited to talk about this one. I'm
Mhm.
not a coffee drinker. Getting into the beer game, I did not like coffee scents. They are growing on me like wildfire. This is one of the most unique scents that I've ever tried, and I'm really excited about it
Oh.
because you're not. A lot of people say it's a mocha scent, but it smells like coffee. This actually smells like mocha. You with me on that, Joe?
Yeah, this has like I think of like walking into like a Starbucks and
Yeah.
getting hit with that, mocha or the frappe type smells, not that fresh brewed right out of the pot coffee. Totally
Mhm.
different. This is something that stands out a little bit more in that genre of sense.
Yeah, definitely. And then I like them. I like mint and peppermint a lot, but I don't like when it's overpowering. This
Exactly.
mixes with the mocha really well. So I wouldn't it's more of a coffee mocha scent
Mhm.
with that kind of peppermint tailing or trailing in the end, which I really enjoyed.
Right. And I'll tell you what, I'm very impressed with that because I think that that is a hard thing to pull off is to
Yeah.
have the peppermint actually take the back seat. Whereas, a lot of times peppermint is so strong that it could have the potential to take over.
Mhm.
I think Jason nailed it with this one.
Right. Agreed. Agreed. All right. You want to talk with us about our last scent here, Joe?
Yeah. So the last actual scent that we'll be talking about is the Old Man's Money. And again, that's what the bottle looks like. And you got the yellow lettering for this one. All right. And for this one, you're getting a Scotch whiskey, hints of bergamot, vanilla, and cedarwood to remind you of your old man's pad. Okay.
I love it. I love the descriptions on there. There's not just a scent profile. It's like a description. Like it almost paints that picture for you, Joe?
So, and I'm glad you brought that up because when you think of, furry hippie and you have the actual, bearded hippie on the logo, it's very easy to just throw on a fun looking, colorful logo, but not incorporate it into your products.
Right.
With the descriptions that he includes in his scent profiles, not only is he telling a story, but he's actually ensuring that the theme of his company makes sense and it's not just something randomly thrown together. And that's something that I really, really appreciated. And I really had a fun time with these bottles.
Yeah. Well said, man. Each one's like an experience, like you said.
Exactly. And it represents, obviously we weren't born in that time, but it represents from what we know of, that 60s era, that where the hippies were and all that stuff. So,
right.
So this scent was a very interesting scent. And from the bottle, this was probably my favorite scent. In bottle, I got a good blend of all the profiles in it. When you give this a good shake before you put it in and you mix up all those oils together, you get a little bit of that bergamot. You get a little bit of the vanilla. You get a nice hint of that whiskey. Again, another good job of not having the whiskey overpower. It's whiskey, those alcohol type smelling scents like peppermint can have a tendency to overpower and ruin everything else in there. Again, he nailed it with the balance in there. And the one issue that I had, again, I wish it lasted a little bit longer for me. I got about, again, an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours out of this one. I wanted a little bit more. But again, it was very enjoyable out of the bottle.
Yeah, Joe, you nailed that, man. I can't say it any better. I got every single, I don't want to repeat everything you said, but I got every single percent profile out of there. So the only place that I do differ, I'm with you. This lasted about 2, maybe 3 hours for me, so maybe a little longer, but I got every single scent profile. This one was my favorite, not necessarily in bottle, but in beard. This one's on the stronger side. It's that cologne, bergamot, vanilla, that real manly scent. I love the way it's settled down in beard for me. And this is just a fresh scent. I mean, if you're into colognes and fresh type of scents, you're gonna love this.
Right.
But this one was probably my favorite for sure.
Right. And this, you mentioned cologne again, and I think you're right on there. This is probably on that opposite end of the spectrum in colognes from the Groovy Grove that we talked about. This is going to be one that is more of a gentleman's cologne, more of a more manly. So I like that. I like that he was able to use both ends of the spectrum very, very well.
Yep. Well said. So let's go ahead and talk about feel and beard. Before we do that, let's talk about price really quick. So each bottle, and I'm sorry, we almost forgot one, actually. Let's rewind here just a little bit. We forgot about the natural scent. You guys know that I love more milder scents. I enjoy a natural scent. Here's what I liked about this one. It's rare that you get this. You smell absolutely nothing. A lot of the times the natural scents have those natural oils that you're smelling. And I'm not saying I like or I dislike that, but I get absolutely nothing, which is really cool. There's times where maybe it's at night or maybe sometimes when I don't feel good, I don't want to smell anything. It's rare, but there's times that I don't. And this is one that I'm definitely going to go to. This was a great natural scentless oil.
Yep, and on the bottle, it says, "Become one with nature, with the purest beard oil we have to offer, with only the natural nutty scent of the carrier oils." So yeah, he was definitely going for that. Nothing. Just wanted you to just feel the all just
You know?
pure natural of it. Which
Right.
hence why
Now,
it's
Joe, were
called
you were you
natural.
getting any scent, or were you with me? You didn't get anything.
No, and I know it mentions the nuttiness of it. I got nothing.
Right.
I mean it was like you, it was the first unscented scent where there was actually nothing, you know.
Right.
Again, you see a lot of unscented scents, but there's actually a scent to it. For
Mhm.
me, literally nothing.
Yeah, that's not, like we said, that's not a bad thing.
No,
So,
not at all. I mean,
all
if
right.
I think when you get an unscented scent, I would imagine it's because you just don't really feel like smelling anything that day.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Well said. So we rewound there. Let's go ahead and hit that fast forward button to where we were going to. Let's talk about price for a minute.
Mhm.
So each bottle is
Uh,
16.99.
16.99,
Sixteen
and
ninety nine, and then the natural scent is 15.99. So as
yes,
far as price goes, I mean, I would say that's right in the middle of normal, which is
yes,
great.
very, very fair price. And don't
Mm,
forget, some of the proceeds and a certain percentage of your purchase will go to that Isaiah 4110 Foundation too. So not only are
right.
you getting a really fair price, but a percentage of that is also going to a very good sounding positive foundation as well.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. That's awesome.
Mhm.
Let's go ahead and talk about, in my opinion, one of, if not the most important part. How did this feel in beard? And
Mhm.
do we recommend this for you guys, our subscribers? So my opinion as far as feel and beard was phenomenal. My beard loved this. My beard felt nice and moisturized all day. I didn't get any itch, no clumpiness. My beard styled really well. This oil, there's no castor in it. This oil is on the thinner side. I would say it's like on the heavier side of thin, if that makes sense. But it's styled, like I said, it's styled really well, and it just felt great. This is one there I had no issues with. Really enjoyed it feel wise.
Yeah, I completely agree. With each product, it was consistency across the board. I wore each product for an entire week, actually a little bit longer, and I got good results. The entire time. And my beard took it very well. Like you said, it felt like it was moisturized. It soaked in really good. I felt like my skin underneath my beard was getting exactly what it needed to do.
Right.
And yeah, very enjoyable. And I
Mhm.
would say, and I think you're going to agree with me, is that this is a product that if you are into unique scents, but don't really care exactly how long the scents last, this is going to be a company that you're going to want to look forward to. And I would very much recommend this company to
Yeah.
all of our viewers to scope out.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Joe. I would recommend this to anyone, especially our subscribers, as an oil to try. It's a newer company, so I always love supporting newer companies. But you
Mhm.
can tell, as far as I saw, Jason doesn't promote that this is a small batch company, but you just get that feel. It's very homegrown,
Right.
homemade, nice type of stuff with a great cause and a great passion behind it. So, like I said, I would go ahead and recommend them.
Mhm.
We'll go ahead and throw the link to the website below. Like I said, make sure you guys go ahead and check it out. We don't think you'll regret it. Anything else that we're missing, Joe, before
I
we
am
sign off?
I am double checking, and I apologize that I am looking at my phone. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe we do actually have a discount code that we will be
Okay.
sharing, and
Okay.
that is we do. It is Beard Talk 10 for 10% off, and that code is active and ready to go for your use. Straight up discount, no kickback for us. Something for you guys to enjoy. And again, look for that in our description, and
Mhm.
hope you take full advantage of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's some good stuff in the description for you guys, save you guys some money, all that good stuff. So that is all that we had for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, keep it growing.
And we'll talk to you at the next one. Take it easy, guys.
Welcome on in, everyone. We are back, the cousins. This is Beer Talk with Kyle and Joe. I'm Kyle.
What's going on, guys? This is Joe, and we have a good one for you today. We will be reviewing the Furry Hippie Company. That's right, the Furry Hippie Beard Company. And they are a company that started brand spanking new only beginning of 2020. So
All right, dude.
I was
Let's
waiting
pick
on
this up
you.
tomorrow.
Huh?
Really?
You were going to lead us right into the intro.
I thought it was taking us back from the intro. Remember? You take us to the intro. I take us back from the intro.